Friends, did you know that Rome is the city with the most churches in the world? There are more than 900 churches in the Eternal City, and I'm going to show you 7 I got to visit on my trip to Rome. One of the must-see churches in Rome, Chiesa di Sant'Ignazio, became viral on social media thanks to its amazing ceiling. Just a few minutes away from Fontana di Trevi, this stunning Baroque church offers 2 amazing works of art. Its most famous art piece is the frescoed ceiling that gives the illusion of an infinite space. Designed by Andrea Pozzo, the breathtaking fresco illustrates the missionary activity of Sant'Ignazio, and it is one of the most beautiful ceilings in Rome. But there is more to see in this gorgeous church. Besides the amazing fresco, the Basilica is also famous for its fake dome. Initially, the church was supposed to have a real dome, but as the Jesuits ran out of money, they had to replace it with a painting that creates the illusion of a dome. It is an amazing optical illusion you should definitely include in your Rome itinerary. A beautiful church located near the Colosseum, the Basilica of San Pietro in Vincoli, is less known but equally worth visiting. Here you can see one of Michelangelo's masterpieces, the statue of Moses, all for free. And in addition to this amazing work of art, the church also houses the chains that held Saint Peter in prison. The Basilica of San Giovanni in Laterano is the oldest and most important of Rome's 4 papal basilicas. Founded in the 4th century under Emperor Constantine the Great, it is believed to contain important religious relics like wood from the table of the Last Supper and the skulls of Saints Peter and Paul. The green central doors that welcome you at the entrance originally came from the Senate building at the Roman Forum. The inside of the church is a real work of art. Here you will find 12 statues representing the apostles made by students of Bernini. The frescoes on the ceiling were designed by Michelangelo and carried out by his apprentice Giacomo della Porta. Across from the church you will find the holy stairs, which are believed to be the same stairs that Jesus climbed on his way to trial. According to Catholic tradition, the mother of Emperor Constantine, Queen Saint Helen, brought these 28 marble steps to Rome from Jerusalem in the 4th century. The original staircase is the one in the middle, and it is only climbed on knees. Basilica di San Giovanni in Laterano is a 20-minute walk away from the Colosseum, the Roman Forum, and the Palatine Hill. Located between Piazza di Spagna and the Trevi Fountain, the Basilica di Sant'Andrea delle Fratte is another beautiful church you should visit in the historical center of Rome. It's a wonderful basilica with stunning pieces of art. Among others, here you can see the 2 angels sculpted by Gian Lorenzo Bernini for the Sant'Angelo Bridge. These 2 angels are the only ones sculpted by the artist, as he entrusted the execution of the others to his students. Pope Clement XI thought they were too valuable to be exposed on the bridge and decided to display copies instead. Eventually, the original angels were donated to the church, where you can admire them for free. Located close to the Termini station in Rome, the Basilica of St. Mary Major is one of Rome's 4 papal basilicas and one of the first churches built to celebrate the Virgin Mary. Built in the year 431, Basilica Papale di Santa Maria Maggiore has a breathtaking interior and a special energy. It houses some amazing mosaics and frescoes and also a relic of the manger from the Nativity of Jesus. This is Pope Francis's favorite church and a must-see attraction in Rome. When in Rome, you must go see St. Peter's Basilica at the Vatican. The biggest church in the world, the workplace of the Pope himself, and a pilgrimage site for millions of visitors from all around the world, Basilica Papale di San Pietro is a work of art. The church houses important religious relics like the tomb of St. Peter, but also works of art by some of the greatest artists in history, including Michelangelo, Bernini, and Raphael. It is a majestic building with an impressive history and a unique view from the dome, so make sure you include it in your Rome travel itinerary. Originally a Roman temple, the Pantheon is an architectural marvel that was converted into a church in the 7th century. Its most famous feature is the oculus, a circular opening in the ceiling that lets in light and rain. At the Pantheon you can see the tombs of several Italian kings and the renowned artist Raphael. Located in the historical center, near the Trevi Fountain and Piazza Navona, the Pantheon is a must-see attraction in Rome. This is the only church on this list that requires an admission ticket. I'm adding the link in the description. These are the churches we visited and loved in Rome. Tell me in the comments what basilicas have you seen or would love to visit on your trip to Rome.